This week, I'm tackling another classic YouTube trope, the house tour. But Meme, you don't have a house, you live in an apartment. You got me. That's right, this is my house. This is the structure that has housed my brain, spirit, and personality for over 35 years. It recently came to my attention that people online are very interested in other people's houses. Also known as their bodies. Keep in mind that bodies are literally people's physical protection against the world. It can be a particularly sensitive area. A few days ago, I embarked upon what I would call a pleasant debate and what some would call a fool's errand by exchanging remarks with what I assume to be real people online. These people were holding vehemently to the fact that they reserve the right to comment upon other people's bodies. Their reasoning being that once a person puts their body into an online or public forum, it leaves that body open for commentary, even, and I quote, if the commentary is hurtful. Okay. They reasoned that if hurtful commentary hurts a recipient, it is because that recipient has an emotional wound, a trauma that they need to deal with, and is in no way related to the commenter. The recipient needs to love themselves more to get over it. Okay. So I had to ask, where's the line? Would you do that to someone you meet on the street? After all, once I walk out my front door, I've put my body in a very public forum. So if you saw a body in a park, in a crowded shopping center, and you did not like the weight of that body, the skin texture of that body, perhaps the missing limb on that body, or the skin color of that body, would you walk up to it and make comments in front of others? Even, again and I quote, if they are hurtful. Would you say something such as, what are you even doing in this space looking like that? You look disgusting. You need to take better care of yourself. Would you? If you would, I would love for you to vlog your experiences and reactions for a day, especially in my neighborhood. You may or may not be surprised to learn that I did not receive a direct reply to that question. I posited, if we would not do such things IRL, why is it okay for us to do them online? It certainly strikes a tone of bullying to me. Just a crabby middle-aged lady, of course, but that does mean that I am the resident expert in this body. I see all the cracks in the plaster and the places I have tried to patch some shit up. Someone else remarking upon the flaws they see in my body does very little to help me, as it is redundant at best. Furthermore, I added, rare would be the case that a random commenter would be a content creator's licensed therapist, doctor, dermatologist, life coach, physical trainer, or spiritual guru. Therefore, that content creator has not disclosed to the person commenting all of the factors and history that may go into the physical feature that is being remarked upon. Knowledge is power. But I could be totally mistaken. I could be, as they said, in need of re-educating and stop placating myself and others by spreading positivity. Maybe they're right. If that's the case, I would like to help them in kind. I would like to save them some time in the future when they feel compelled to comment upon my body, and I will now take us on a house tour. We will go down the working list of all of the things that I am fully aware need improvement, and in fact, upon which I may already be working. Things will no doubt evolve and droop and change as I am ravaged by the hands of time. But I think you'll see that I have my hands quite full with plenty of issues already. So as they say on Extreme Home Makeover, let's tear this house down! All right, let's get right in there. So I have very curly, unruly hair when it is not shaved, and I have multiple cowlicks causing my hair to grow in crazy directions. I have a pronounced widow's peak, and as you can see, I am prone to freckle. I have on copious amounts of sun cream. Fun fact, when I was in grade school, I had a teacher during our symmetry and asymmetry lesson come up, pull my hair back, and say, "See class, May is asymmetrical. She does not have symmetry because this side of her head doesn't have freckles, but this side does." Oh yeah, we learned all about symmetry, asymmetry, and personal shortcomings that day. Moving on down my face, I have a chickenpox scar between my eyes. And if you look on my cheeks here, I do have scarring from acne. I had terrible cystic acne. It's less pronounced. I have worked very hard and invested a lot of time, money, and physical pain in dealing with that acne. You might be able to see on my nose that I have a circular odd scar. That is from a particularly large cyst I had that went out the outside of my nose and all the way through the nasal passage, blocking it off so I could not breathe. I had to have a doctor lance it and then wear this tar-like cream for a number of months, including to summer camp. That was a good memory. I have a freckle here on my lip. You may be able to see it's black, and I also had a grade school teacher tried to scrub that off one day with a scouring pad because she thought I was dirty. And rather than asking me or maybe talking to my parents because I was a child, she thought she could help my body by intervening. Great. I have a large mole on my chin, and yes, a pronounced hair grows straight out of it. Oh, I also have little fox fur hairs on my upper lip, which I have not shaved in months because I mostly wear a mask. I also have a couple of these angiomas. You can have them lasered away, I believe, but I do not have the money, nor do I have any healthcare coverage right now to handle that. One ear is smaller and lower than the other. I have one white hooded eye, one that is more open. Moving down to my neck, I do have some skin tags here, and I do have bingo wings. There's another skin tag too. Do this with my thumbs. I almost forgot. Smile lines. Whew! And that's just my face. We didn't even go inside and tour all of the internal rooms that affect my external appearance, nor do I really want to go there right now. Allow me to be clear, this is not me fishing for compliments. I truly can respect wanting to help others and thinking that you can make a difference in this world. But let me assure you that commenting on people's bodies in online forums is not the way to do it. Allow me to suggest 3 very tangible, helpful things you can do instead when you next feel compelled to comment about someone's body. Number 1, frame your comment completely away from someone's body. If you feel that, due to my history of eczema or acne, you know of a product you think could help me, you can just say, I really like XYZ cream. You've left the door open for me to go and investigate that product without you actually suggesting that I need to use it to achieve a specific outcome. Number 2, you can harness that helpful energy into physically doing something good for your community. Volunteer at a women's or LGBTQIA center. Go and till a community garden, or pick up litter on the side of your neighborhood streets, which are very, very noisy. And the third option you have when you next feel compelled to comment on someone's body online is to fuck right off. I think that about covers it. I'd love to know your thoughts. Comment down below, but please keep it respectful because I read the entirety of the community guidelines just to be sure I hadn't missed anything, and nowhere does it say that anyone needs to accept hurtful commentary about their bodies, but it does say that discourse needs to be respectful. So if you act like an asshole, you're gonna get treated like an asshole. Thanks for visiting. I hope you'll come back sometime soon. Did I make my point? Did I make my point? Go do something? Oh, you're not going up and down the block. You better fuck right off with that. Yes, that's cellulite. Wish I could give like a toe thumbs up. Toe thumbs up! Give this video a like and a thumbs up! Fucking stupid.